Look, sir, I understand that you yelling at me, and you need to understand that you yelling at me ain't gonna change the fact that I broke that man's face, his collarbone, his lips, his elbows, his femur, his nose in two places, both cheeks, his hip bone, his other hip bone, his kneecaps, his other femur, his metacarpals in his hands and his feet, his ankles, his shins. Nothing you can say can unjustify what I did. Nothing. You weren't there, sir. Ladies, y'all got daughters, right? I mean, come on. Y'all get to go and put lipstick on your little girls, get them in dresses, take them to church. Y'all get to sing all of those little hymns. You know, he's coming up the rough side of the mountain. Look, I know y'all black ladies in church be singing that shit. Come on. I know black people. We are soldiers in the army. Come on. Y'all know it. But me and Susie, we don't really go to church. We spend our days doing father-daughter stuff. I teach Susie how to shoot glass with slingshots. When we done, we go have ice cream. Susie likes vanilla. I teach Susie about how to track animals. We live out in the country, so Susie needs to know these things. You know, so I want my daughter well prepared. I teach Susie how to fish. We got a boat. We go out on the pond. Sometimes I go down to old Jackson's house, and old Jackson, his brother, he let us go fish on his part of the river. He lived right there on the river. Old Jackson let me load up my truck to come on down there. And old Jackson about 90 years old. He knew my pappy. He had to work for my pappy. That's how he got that beautiful ass house. Anyway, old Jackson, his kids and my kids, we get along real good. Yeah, they black folk. They good black folk. I'm a good white folk. We country. We get along because we don't see no damn color. We take our lives serious. If Mr. Jackson needs something, he tell my pappy tell me, and I'll take that shit right on down because Mr. Jackson let me get on his boat. It's my boat. When my boat broke down, he let me get on his boat. We do things. His granddaughter play with Susie. They don't play girl games. They don't run around doing Miss Mary Matt and Tia Elite and all that bullshit. These girls do roughhouse shit. They wrestle like Mickey James. They play in the river and they fish. They catch frogs. These little girls is badass. They catch frogs. One damn day, we doll Susie up because her mama insisted that we put on lipstick and pigtails and we go take these goddamn pictures. Man, I ain't never wore a suit in my life until that damn day. I see y'all got that suit in evidence. Yeah, it's got that dude's blood on it. That's not my blood, that's his blood. Now let me explain something to you. While you yelling at me and screaming at me that I'm in the wrong for rearranging this man's face. You in the wrong. You got kids, sir? Why you bitching at me and defending this perverted motherfucker? Do you got kids? I'm sure you ain't got kids. Let me ask this in a better way. Do you have a daughter? That's my daughter right there. She 8 years old. I'm 32. She 8 years old. The last 8 years of my life has been a gift from God because my wife and I didn't think we could have kids. And then Susie came along. The best damn thing that happened to me since my wife was that little girl right there. Who I didn't want in court today, but y'all insisted she be here. So she could see her daddy suffer in this court because that suit right there that her daddy wore to take those pictures with Susie is covered in some rich perverted prick's blood. But y'all is okay with that rich perverted prick saying stuff like, you got a pretty little girl. I gave her the age. You know, she 8. I've been dating her in 10 years when she's 18. I don't know what happened up here. I just seen all the times that I chased little girls when I was a little boy, running up and down trees and shit, playing hide and go get, because you know we developed real fast back then. And all of a sudden, it just hit me. This motherfucker's an old ass man. I'm 32, he 49. And he talking about he could be dating my daughter in 8 years. She'll be 16. But in 10 years, she'll be 18. And 10 years, if he 49, he be damn near 60, and he think he could be sticking his dickly in my daughter. Not on my watch, motherfuckers. So you got a problem with me beating up a fucking pervert who told me to my face? To my fucking face! Then in 10 years, he could be dating my daughter. Now, y'all heard him. It's people out here that recorded it. The security recorded it. But what I heard was something totally different than what he said. What I heard was, you have a pretty daughter. Thank you, sir. How old is your daughter? My daughter's 8. I'll be fucking her in 10 years. That's what I heard. Now, granted, it might not be what he said. But that's what I fucking heard. That's my only child right there. I'll be damned if I'ma let some perverted rich prick dicky motherfucker say some shit like that in my face to me about my daughter. She never got ice cream, by the way, because I threw this man a beating from hell. I'm sorry, Susie. After I get sentenced, your mama will take you for ice cream, because I'm pretty sure that you ain't gonna see me no more after the day. But back to you, sir, while you grilling me on why I did it. Hell yeah, I did it, and I do it again. It's a white on white crime, dude. I'm white, so I'm right. He's white, and he ain't right. And he ain't even right in the head to look at another white man and tell me as a white man, that's a pretty young girl you got there. How old is she? And I tell him she's 8. And then he look at me and say, I'll be dating her in 10 years. But what I heard was, I'll be fucking her in 10 years. Now, we got some values. Granted, though, we don't go to church. We got some values because we know church people. We done raised our daughter to save herself for marriage. So when he said that shit, my holier-than-thou Christian side personality kicked in. And the wrath of God told me to get that motherfucker. And so I did. I hit him. Quick, fast, and continuously. And when we started leaking, as my brothers would say, yeah, you ladies know. Yeah, that's right. Go on, give me a hell yeah. You ladies know. That's them 4 black ladies right here. They know. When that man started leaking, you're supposed to stop. But I'm white. When that man started leaking, I'm supposed to beat him to the white meat. Or in this case, the red meat. His crimson mask wasn't enough, so I broke his goddamn lips. I know y'all thinking. But the doctor's right there. The doctor can confirm that I broke his lip. Both of them. The doctor sent me a letter before I got to court. Excuse me, Your Honor. But the doctor can also ask. The letter is in evidence right there. And the doctor, can I read the letter? Yeah. Mr. Smith, I'm Dr. Harris. And I have a question for you. How in the hell do you break every bone in a man's body without puncturing his lung? There you know I failed because I didn't puncture his lung. And not only did you fail to puncture his lung, son, you broke both his lips. How do you break a man's lips? We are having a hard time repairing his lips. Now, I know this is bad as a doctor that I'm writing to the person who broke a man's lips, but I just need to dig out how in God's green earth did you break his lips? Here you go, Your Honor. And the answer to that, doctor, is really simple. I believe in miracles. I broke his lips. He had it coming. Pervert motherfucker wanted to fuck my 8-year-old daughter in 10 years when she becomes legal. Now, Your Honor, I don't know if you got kids. I know these 4 black women got kids, and these little men right here, they got kids, but they got boys. While these girls, they got girls and boys. If you would do anything less for your son or your daughter, please show hands that you would let some prick penile-headed, red-headed stepchild troll lick you in the face while you going up an escalator. He might have been licking up her dress for all I know, which might have been why I snapped. Tell you to your face, you have a very beautiful daughter. How old is she? And you respond with, she's 8. And this motherfucker comes out of his mouth. I've been dating her in 10 years. I'm a father first. I'm a protector second. Somehow along the line of being a father and a protector, my lines got snatched up. Because I heard I'm going to be fucking her in 10 years. And all hell in my mind just went straight berserk. And so I leaped off the escalator, abandoning little Susie. I'm sorry, little Susie. I know you didn't want to see your daddy in that way. But your daddy had reached, fuck it. I'm talking to my daughter. Y'all leave me the fuck alone. I'm apologizing to my daughter. Because if I don't get to see her no more after the day, I want to make sure that she understands that daddy is sorry. Don't date motherfuckers like that. You stay away from him. In fact, if you won't date anybody on this world while I'm locked the fuck up, you do that. Don't get pregnant till I get out. And if that motherfucker contacts you, daddy ain't coming back out. Just so that you know. Now, Your Honor, that was not a threat. That was a bona fide promise. But the next goddamn man that looks at me and says, I'm going to be dating your 8-year-old daughter in 10 years, you will be seeing me again. Right now, because I do have a law degree, y'all, right now, basically, you can only charge me for one or two things. You can charge me for manslaughter or premeditated. But there's a third charge that you can charge me for, and that is, I did this shit in self-defense. Because she's 8 years old, she can't defend herself from fucking perverted men. I await my sentencing, Your Honor. Because it ain't nothing more I can do about this case. I'm guilty as fuck. I broke this man's body into 100,000 pieces. The only thing that I didn't do was puncture his lung, so he's still breathing. He might never talk right because I broke his lips. I know I broke his jaw. Both of them motherfuckers is probably wide shut. I know he's unhinged, and I know he's probably swole up like a goddamn watermelon right now. But in my defense, Your Honor, that motherfucker deserved it because he's a pervert talking about my 8-year-old daughter and how he gonna be fucking her in 10 years. I had to make sure that that shit ain't gonna happen. I rest my case. You can continue to berate me, sir, but, you know, I'm pretty sure that these 4 women right here got daughters. And their husbands. Yeah, there you go. Their husbands right there. Their husbands, they all nod their head in my direction. Even these gentlemen with men, boy, children, they all nod their head in my direction. I don't think there's a person in this courtroom, except for this goddamn jackass right here who's trying to put me in jail, who would not do anything to protect their kids. I was in fear for my daughter's vaginal safety, her safety in general, and we in an escalator. And this motherfucker talking about, I'm going to be dating your daughter in 10 years. I'm 32. In 10 years, I'll be 42 and she'll be 18. That son bitch was 52 or 59. He'll be damn near 60 trying to dick down my daughter. You tell me I'm in the wrong. I tell you I'm in the right. And that goes for everybody out here who's a girl dad. And you gonna tell me y'all won't fight tonight? Shit. That man would have been a brother. Or if I would have been a brother, oh, this man would have never let that shit come out of his mouth. But because I'm white, and because he rich and white, we in here, in this courtroom, and I'm fighting for my life because I'm a poor white versus a rich white who said he's going to be fucking my daughter in 10 years. Now you let that sink in while y'all decide to sentence me. See,